Lust auf Genuss is ein food magazine.
Lust auf Genuss is a food magazine with a unique publication schedule. We publish 13 issues a year and are positioned at the cash desks in food retailing. The brand core of Lust auf Genuss consists of 3 key aspects. First of all, passion, then lifestyle, and finally, a certain liveliness and lightness. We are headquartered in Munich, which is also where the editorial office is located. This is where the core team of 5 members works. Then we have an art director in Geneva, 2 members of staff in Hamburg, that is our text editor, and the head of production. So that makes 8 of us all in all. We have a conference once a week in Munich at our editorial headquarters, and here we discuss the topics of the current and upcoming issues very intensively and in great detail, and then decide who will be doing what, and our people then set off independently. I regard censhare as a very modern and efficient solution because it is no longer necessary to change locations for jobs. I can select people who have an affinity for the current issue, the individuals who are best suited for the particular issue, regardless of where they happen to be.
I work from Geneva, and mainly from my home office. And with censhare, I'm practically in the midst of things, in spite of the fact that I'm not on location. Thanks to the fact that the solution is so fast and innovative, and for me also very creative, I'm able to easily cope with a lot of my daily tasks, also with regard to my private life, and this is a great advantage for me.
As censhare is very cleverly organized, we can manage everything digitally. We don't need any printouts anymore, and we can carry out our digital selection of images and photos across all our locations. We have digital page planning, which means that I don't have a mini wall hanging in my office, and apart from that, what office should it be hanging in? Practically speaking, I always have the page planning with me, wherever I happen to be. And the best thing is that the process is practically synchronized to split-second precision, which means that I and all of the other colleagues are all up to date and have the same status in front of us.
Another new aspect with censhare is the fact that we now have one single tool with which we work and don't have to operate different programs. So we have one tool with which we can view photos, gain an overview of the issue, and with the preview functions, we can very quickly see the status of the layout or where a certain text may be, and we do not have to use different programs in the process.
Naturally, censhare has a great deal more to offer, particularly the media-neutral acquisition of content that can also be output across different channels. This was not the case to date, and now we can reuse all of our content for online scenarios, apps, and all the way through to television, which is very efficient.
Everything is stored centrally, so all our texts, photos, images, advertisements and preliminary texts are all in a central position. Everyone can access this database and see the same content. Especially in the exchange process with the many satellites that we have in all major cities, this is a very smooth, direct and rapid process. One of the new aspects since the implementation of censhare is also the fact that in addition to the editorial staff, we can integrate photographers and authors into the system. So the data transfer of photos, recipes and texts that are supplied to us also enters directly into this database. Here, for example, we have generated our edition number 11, and linked beneath this on a lower level, we have a folder structure with photos that are now assigned a workflow target and sent to the photographer. The photographer sees this in his or her tasks and can then load all of the photos into the structure here. Now, I have just received the new photos of our wine tasting at the Viktualienmarkt here in Munich, and I can immediately integrate all this new content seamlessly.
When I have finalized my work, I send everything on to the editor-in-chief, discuss topics with her. And this whole process runs via censhare, is very fast, and the editor can immediately get in touch. In this coordinated process, the editors can continue their work.
To put our work with censhare in a nutshell, I can say we are producing a lean, efficient and highly modern publication.